Okay, so I'm making this video on super short notice. I was hoping to make this kind of video by the time or after season 2 of the reboot aired in America on the Cartoon Network, but that still has not happened, and there has been some interesting news that has come out about the show's potential future. So that video I did want to make was about the future of Total Drama. I have been anticipating the second season to come out on Cartoon Network in the United States, but that has still not happened. It is still completely unknown when that's going to happen, and well, the video I was going to make was going to be about whether or not we would see more Total Drama after that, but judging by what has come out recently, it's hard to tell whether or not we're going to see Total Drama ever again. So there's the stuff that came out on Twitter posted by ToonHive. It came from Reddit, this person talking about how Total Drama is essentially dead with people being laid off and how the animation industry is in shambles, which is definitely true. But I don't know the exact credibility of this person. I don't know who this person is, if there's been any kind of verification on that front. But what has been verified is Terry McGurran, who works for Total Drama. Terry McGurran was very open about the fact that all of this was pretty true. A lot of it checks out, not even just for Total Drama in Canadian animation, but for all of animation across the world. So it kind of seems that with what this person on Reddit was saying, along with what Terry McGurran has said, the future of Total Drama is completely unknown. Right now, it doesn't seem like it's very positive. And despite the fact that Terry McGurran did state that the show did great ratings in the US and the UK, at the end of the day, the show was only ordered for 2 seasons, and they gave them 2 seasons, although one of them is still yet to air in the United States, and I imagine when it does, it probably will get decent ratings. But now it's just this kind of standstill between whether or not there is going to be more Total Drama or there's not going to be any. We've kind of seen the last of it, which is a very real possibility. A lot of this, I'm just kind of spitting off the dome. I didn't write a script for this, I didn't prepare for it. I just wanted to talk about all of this because all of this is very new. For a lot of us, I think this stuff only really came out like 2 days ago or so. So, what happens if this really is the end of Total Drama and there is no more of the reboot? There's no more spin offs, there's no more of anybody, any of the cast from Total Drama. Well, that's kind of what I originally wanted to talk about in that kind of video that I had planned out. I wanted to kind of talk about whether or not we would see this same cast from the reboot again, if there was any chance we could see anybody from the original cast again. What would a new season of Total Drama look like if there was going to be more after this reboot? Because for me, as I stated in my review of the second season of the reboot, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to see a third season with this same exact cast. There's only so many things you can do with the same 14 people 3 seasons in a row. I mean, even in season 2, there were quite a few things that I wasn't really fond of, but I still overall enjoyed the reboot. I had also originally planned another video where I wanted to talk about the kind of Total Drama spin-off I wanted to see, because with animation these days, a lot of it is really targeted towards very, very young kids. Toddlers, preschoolers, babies, that kind of thing. And that is essentially why Total Drama Rama was created. And obviously, for someone like me, I'm in my 20s, I'm not going to be a fan of that. I'm definitely going to be a fan of something like the reboot of the show. But if there was going to be a spin-off, I would personally want to see a spin-off of just the Total Drama characters in college, in high school, in life, just doing whatever. The same kind of setting as Total Drama Rama, but instead of having them be 4, have them be adolescents or just teenagers. Anything like that I think would be super cool. But that's just an idea I have, at least for what I would like to see if Total Drama comes back. But judging by what's been said by this person and judging by what Terry McGurran has said to kind of back it up, seeing the Total Drama reboot actually do well in ratings for a lot of different countries is super cool. So it would be a shame to kind of see the show just end like this, if it just slowly dies off and there's nothing ever to come out of it again. And while Total Drama might not be as popular as other cartoons, like maybe Regular Show or The Adventure Time or SpongeBob or anything like that, Total Drama still holds a special place on a lot of people's hearts. And Total Drama to me is kind of timeless. The actual essence of what Total Drama is at its heart, which is a very campy reality show, animated, is timeless. And Hopefully, Total Drama doesn't just completely die off, but at the same time, if this were to be the end of Total Drama, I still do think it had a great run. But I just think there's so much more to do, so much more untapped potential. And I'm not just talking about the reboot characters or even just the original characters, I'm talking about literally everything in the Total Drama universe. There's still so much that could be done, that could be written for, that could be explored. And I don't just hope this for Total Drama, but I just hope that the whole entertainment industry, the animation industry, everything, I hope everything just kind of gets out of this slump and we can get back to actual creativity, actual great, genuine creative work. If there was going to be a season 3, the reboot, I would hope that they would kind of give it a mix of the new reboot characters along with some older characters and maybe bring in just some brand new characters too. Just because, as I said, there's only so many things you can do with this same cast 3 seasons in a row. For me, that's just a bit overkill, and so, I don't know, that's just kind of an idea I had. Like I said, I don't have a script for this, so I've just been kind of rambling. I feel like I should stop. But I just wanted to make this quick video as soon as I saw all this news about Total Drama and just kind of lay out my thoughts and my thought process on all this stuff that I've read. And I'm sure all of you watching who also watch Total Drama have a lot of thoughts on what's going on what this current discussion has brought. And so I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I apologize for all my rambling. I didn't have a script for this. I didn't prepare anything for this. I just wanted to kind of ramble on with my thoughts on the current situation with Total Drama. So yeah, let me know down below what you think of all this, what you think of my rambling, and also let me know down below what else you'd like to see me talk about on this channel. Like the video, subscribe for more videos, and yeah, thanks for watching.